Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacy. Thank you for clicking onto this video and coming back to part 3 of my April monthly setup in my A5 dot grid journal. This is what I'm calling sticker journaling. I know some of the phrases out there are creative journaling, but I feel like because I'm not really drawing anything, it's more sticker related, still being creative, but being creative with stickers. Anyways, so again, this is part 3. I decided that I'm going to incorporate a couple of pages or something different and creative that will encompass some memory keeping. So as you can see, I've got the notebook opened up to the first couple of pages that I've created, and then I have a scrapbook paper pack on the bottom. So if you want to see what all this entails and how this comes together, stick around. Alright, so just wanted to give a quick preview or a look at what's been created thus far, and if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, I'll put a link to those videos down below. I think I made a couple of changes since those videos. I had found a couple of stickers and I went ahead and added this girl up at the top and this little flower. It's a hand holding a flower. So this is my April just calendar page this month. And then we've got a tracker, order tracker, no spend tracker, new releases on a half page, and then on the back is where I track social media at the end of the month. The next couple of pages that I typically do, and it's really 1 or 2, is I usually have a prayer list and a gratitude list. This is my March setup, and this is sort of, well, it is a little vellum pocket and a card slip-in, if you will, and I ended up adding additional pieces to it. It's just a flip up because I was running out of room. Lots of prayers this month, but yeah, so I'm still going to do a prayer list and a gratitude list, but I remembered that I had this paper pack that I had purchased when I went to a scrapbook expo last year, sometime in April, which makes me wonder if they're having it again. They probably will. So I'm going to open this up and come right back. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't overwhelm or annoy anyone with any crinkling papers in this video. So as I was saying, I picked up this paper pack and I knew that there was some items in here that I wanted to use. I remembered that the color scheme was very similar, so I did pull this out, and one of the things I want to incorporate is this door. So in this sticker pack from Simple Paper, I believe it's called, there is some door images. It is a house cleaning, spring cleaning type of theme, and tell me this is not like a perfect match. So for sure I want to incorporate this door, and then these are little like cutouts, and they've already got the little tab that you can do like tip-ins. So there's a window scene. Oh no, that's another door, I believe. So another door, a door, this beautiful window scene. this cute little purse. You got a doily, and then it's double-sided, so you get both sides if you end up like doing a flip scene. So really fun. And then you've got some words: never stop dreaming, every day is a new day, a film strip, and this is like a faux journaling page. So a lot of really cute elements in here. And again, these are double-sided. So I do have 2 sheets of that door. So if I mess up or want to use it again, I'll have another page. Here's another like faux journal page. 2 pages. And then you've got some like journaling elements, cut aparts. So really pretty. There's like this little calendar in there. I like this girl right here, the little handbag. So just really pretty elements that I may or may not use, but for sure I'm going to use the door. So what I have done before, which, let me go ahead and pull that out. So this was my first attempt, starting point of journaling, sticker journaling. And I did a door-ish situation in December. So this was a big size type sticker, and I just kind of cut it down, or tried to cut it down the door area, and then I did like a flip out of the pages, so you would like kind of open the door. So I'm kind of thinking I would do a similar concept with this door. So I'm either going to like have these pages fold over, and so then this would be on that side and it would flip open. And again, I'm looking to do the prayer list, gratitude, and then have some pages for memory keeping. I recently have been doing these pages so that the prayer list and the gratitude is kind of hidden, because as I'm starting to film this setup, flipping through, I don't necessarily want those things to be seen in the videos, so kind of hiding them behind an element has been kind of my go-to. So yeah, so I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I think the thing that would be tricky is if I do like the flip, then I'm writing in a kind of confined space here. So I'm really trying to figure out what is the best way to do this, and it might be that I leave a whole page here, cut the door here, and so then it's going to kind of flip like this, or maybe it's just one door opening, and then if I open it here, I could have the door flipping out here, and then I have all this writing. So just, you know, kind of working through it, figuring it out. But I think what I'll do, unlike part 2, only because I'm still kind of working through the whole concept, I think I'm going to put you on fast forward. And if I find that I can slow it down and do the talking through different elements, then I'll definitely do that. So let's go ahead and get this piece cut out of the page, and I'll put you on fast forward. Okay, so that didn't go as I planned, but I think it's still really cute. I've got the doors flipped open and you can still do some writing in there. I'm going to punch the corners and I'll have to round it out with my scissors because my punch has been a little temperamental lately. But yeah, it was a little error on my part in terms of how I was thinking that that door would work out in the flipped pages, but nevertheless, still looks great. So at this point, I'm going to start decorating. And I thought that I would do an official plan with me, but then you would be watching an hour-long video, and I don't think any of us has time for that. So you get voiceover Stacy for sure, and I just wanted to decorate the doorstep of this door page, and I'm just also making sure that I use up all the stickers. This again is going to be my prayer list, and I'm just trying to decide the placement, and I think it's going to be really cute over the door. What I'll end up doing is cutting the prayer piece in half where the door opens, and I think it's going to turn out really good. An afterthought was how adorable would it be to put a wreath on the door, but unfortunately, I couldn't find a wreath in that sticker stack that I had. That's not to say that I won't find one later on. As I mentioned earlier, I had added some stickers to the first two pages, and that's definitely a possibility after I finish this setup. So now I'm just adding some accents to the door. These are like silver corner pieces, and I just think it just adds a little bit of shine and shimmer to the door. And then I'm adding just a small piece of washi tape to kind of cover up that little opening right there. And I think that's going to be it for this page. So very cute. So let's move on to the next two pages, and we're going to cut up these cut aparts, and I'll put you on fast forward. Now that we have everything cut out, I just now need to decide on placement. And I just love these little flip out scenes, doors, windows, and it was just really hard to decide where to put these in the book. At the same time, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be where I'm going to put gratitude and a couple of memory keeping items. So my initial thought was I could put like pictures behind the doors or do some writing. And so really anywhere that I place them, it's going to be good in my opinion. So as you saw, I put some adhesive on the little flap. This one went on a little bit crooked. Luckily, that fold is forgiving, and I just kind of straightened it out a little bit. You can't even tell that the flap was crooked. And then putting the window at the top, and decided to do a little marking so that I could know where to put the placement and won't have it crooked like the one on the bottom. That worked out really well for this section. And so far, loving it. It's really cute. Then I've got this door that I'm going to put on the left-hand side. And when I put the tape down, this tape is really strong. I actually get it from the dollar store, I believe. And once you put it down, it doesn't want to come up. So it's good and bad. Make sure you know where you're going to place it when you stick it down. All right, and then last but not least is this little window. It wasn't originally a flip out, but I decided just to leave some of that paper on the side of it and make it a flip out. And there you have it. Really, really cute. I love it. It turned out really well. So now the fun part is decorating. I had this last piece of that corner bouquet of tulips, and then I've got a couple of more pieces. It's just really fun to kind of, again, I keep saying this over and over again, but using up all the stickers. And I wanted to make sure that I finish off that sheet that I had that I pulled, because I think once I'm done with this Plan With Me spread, I'll probably never gravitate back to those stickers. I'll probably try to stick them in a sticker release album, and in the event I come across them, maybe I'll use them, but otherwise that's what it's for. It's for this particular spread. All right, so I'm just trying to pull stickers from all of those pages from Simple Paper. I decided against that one because it had a little bit of wording, and for some reason I just didn't want to put it upside down. And then you've got those little photos that I've been trying to use this whole plan with me. I finally found a place for them because, again, this is going to be gratitude and memory keeping. And then speaking of gratitude, I've got my label and I'm trying to decide where to place it. And once I put it on this window, it was perfect. It looks so pretty right there. I also wanted to put something like memories or memory. So I'm looking for silver alphabet. I don't really have anything that works, so I decided to go to the paper pad and see if there was anything that might work. So there are some strips of wording in there, and decided that I was going to pull a couple of those pieces out. Some of them were like my happy place or be happy, all those kind of memory keeping type phrases. So I pulled out that whole strip and I'm prepping myself. I'm sticking adhesive to the back, putting it on that sticker release paper, and just getting ready for when I need it. And if I had cut it up into tiny pieces, it would have been so hard to put adhesive on the back. I wanted to put in another doll, this beautiful doll sitting at a cafe table. That could be the opening of a storefront. It could be the opening to a home. But I thought it looked really good there. And so now I'm just putting more stickers, just trying to decorate the page, kind of fill in some of that white space. I could use it for writing, but again, I'm team use all the stickers and no white space. Let me know if you're the same. Keep in mind, I still have white space behind each of those images that I will use to do some writing, put in some pictures. I think I mentioned it before, but April is my birthday month, and so I'm hoping that I'll have a couple of things that I'll want to, note down and memorialize for the month. I still wanted to use this other doll where she's vacuuming. Decided to put it behind that gratitude page. It just works. I think it works. Let's see. More stickers coming in. Just, again, trying to use all the things and make it decorative and pretty. One more doll, maybe not. and then I decided to go ahead and start putting in the rest of those words. Again, I think they fit the theme in terms of memory keeping, and I like the way that the labels looked on the door, on the window, and then over there in the corner by that other doll. So I think it's a good tie-in. It wasn't silver, but that's okay. I feel like that makes the gratitude word stand out even more. So one more sticker. I love this little laundry basket. Again, it fits the theme. She's cleaning, she's picking up laundry, all the things. That's my whole theme for the month of April is spring cleaning. And let me tell you, I need to. I have so much laundry piled up. I need to do some deep cleaning around the home, and I think April is going to be the month to do it. It hopefully won't be as busy as March was. So now I'm just sprinkling in, giving it a little zhuzh, brightening it up with some like little silver flakes that I had in that little sticker folder. And I'm cleaning up my space because it does get very messy. I'm taking a look, checking it out, and then decide that it needs a little bit more. I do have space to write, but I decided to go ahead and bring in some highlighter lines. You saw me do that with the first couple of pages in the this month section, and I thought this is a great way to sort of tie it into the rest of the book. I always struggle with the highlighting. I'm left-handed. I don't know if that has anything to do with like, the placement of the chisel part of the marker. I seem to always struggle with it. But, practice makes better, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm hoping that by the time I finish this book or I finish out the year, I won't need a ruler anymore and I'll be able to write straight lines. It's probably unlikely, but I could wish, I can dream. Anyways, that concludes voiceover Stacy. We'll get into the rest of the video. I think that completes the look. I really think that works better now. What do you guys think? You let me know down in the comments. Was it better without the lines or with the lines? And then again, I can put some memories in here, throw some pictures down if I want to. And then the other page we did in this video are these Dutch doors. And then I'll put some prayer list inside of here. I probably will need to, I don't know, put some kind of pencil board or write with a pencil because it is a little bit bulky, bumpy in the back. And I'm probably going to need to just be careful when I write. But again, I don't really share my writing, so even if it's a little bit messy, that doesn't bother me. I know I don't have the best handwriting, so it's okay. All right, that is it for part 3 of my sticker journaling process. Again, I've got my monthly, this month page. I'm going to have my order tracker, no spend. This is where I will put new releases. And then social media. This will be my prayer list. And then this is where I will do gratitude and then a little bit of memory keeping. And that is it. The next video will be for April, and I'll probably start it here. I may end up putting these 2 pages together so that it's not so bulky, maybe even 3 pages, so that I can start with a nice flat surface. But yeah, this was really fun. I'm very excited about how it turned out. So I hope you liked this video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, friends. Bye.